Hello.
Hey.
Less ill.
I'm not dying anymore.
At least not to the extent you were.
No, sorry if I'm sounding a little out of it or, sounding a little gross. I was bedridden for about, a week and a half. And
With
now,
the plague.
with, the summer plague, because, there's, allergies going on right now.
Yeah.
Allergies are high right now. And it turned into, a sinus infection, which turned into a virus, and it just wasn't pretty. So, welcome back to the Elevensies Pico podcast. I'm Abby.
I'm Rachel.
And today, we decided to keep it low-key. We're not going to be doing any kind of review type thing for books or anything because we've both been busy, me being ill and not wanting to read whatsoever. And Rachel with working.
And cats.
And yes, you found some cats under your house, apparently.
Yeah, they're stray kittens. There's 8 of them, so I've been working on getting them homes and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
They're beautiful, and I love them all.
Mm-hmm. That's really awesome, though. That's a great story, Rachel.
It's the most beautiful story that's ever
I know.
been.
Apparently, you were up at 3 a.m. trying to catch one.
I'm trying. No, I did. I sure did.
How many are there?
There's 8 total.
Oh, okay. Yes, and she found a couple homes already for some of them.
Mm-hmm.
She has 5 more to find now, right?
Yeah, it's my fetch quest.
Well, if I am more healthy this week, I probably will have some time to help. Because I know I'm trying to do a couple things in my life right now. I don't want to go into specifics, but I've been bedridden, and something that's been keeping me sane from wanting to explode is playing video games.
Of course, always.
Mm-hmm. So
that was my commentary. Of course, always.
Yes. Are you like, yes?
Yes. Yes. Every 2 seconds. Yes.
Yeah, because every time we do a podcast, I notice that Rachel says yes to everything I say, even if we don't agree with something. She's like, "Oh yes,
yes, but yes, yes, yes." There's a lot of yeses that are yes.
Call yes. Do the anyway. So today we're gonna talk about. I think we're just gonna keep it low key and talk about video games today. It's just gonna be really random, improvised, nothing crazy.
Children, spend your life in front of a screen.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's relatable content. No, we're not talking about Fortnite, because I know that's a popular game that every
Why would you
toddler
bring
one.
that up?
Well, no, because you're talking about kids in front of
I
screens, and I thought of Fortnite because all the toddlers out there love to play Fortnite.
Gotta get those skins.
Gotta get the skins and do the stupid orange kid dance bullshit. I don't know.
Something about a hurricane eye. I'm sorry to all you Fortnite fans. But, I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. I can understand PUBG. It's fun. I think PUBG is cool, Battle Royale. I think Halo's coming out with the Battle Royale, and Call of Duty's coming out with the Battle Royale.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's Battle Royale, all animatronic suits. You throw pizzas at each other.
Yeah, you only $50 extra, and you get a new animatronic skin.
Yep, it's not even a full skin. It's just the arm piece.
Yeah.
It's not even a full skin. It's just
you have a little Frankenstein's monster animatronic. You got the bear head, and then you got the little duck leg, and
I don't even know their names. All I know is Freddy Fazbear, and then Frankie.
I think I knew once because I used to watch the Game Theory videos before they got really convoluted.
Oh god.
I don't even know. I think there's been 4 the real. There's no lore behind it.
I'm guilty of watching Matt Pat and his Game Theory videos too, way back in the day. Though.
Matt Pat is a very nice looking man.
He looks intelligent, yes.
And
he looks intelligent.
He's got a nice voice, but there's been so many videos in the Five Nights at Freddy's that he's made, and I honestly don't think that the creator has some big story behind it. There's a story, but not to the extent that our good friend Matt Pat has spent his life soul to soul to the devil to try to learn.
He comes off as the stereotypical Canadian smart guy, even though I don't think he's Canadian though.
And he's the creator. He's trying to trick me. It's Matt Pat specifically. All this Five Nights at Freddy's stuff is just to foil Matt Pat specifically, whatever the creator's name is. That's
what frick. That's just very intuitive, I think. That's just good job, Matt Pat.
But we're all guilty of watching those videos.
I think so too, because way back in the day when it first came around is when I watched it. I was like, okay, I can get into this. Then it started, like, getting bigger, and then the videos started getting a little weirder, and I'm just like, okay, this is probably not my cup of tea anymore. Like, it's like when you watched Markiplier, you know, you used to watch him because he was funny, and then you kind of get used to his old spiel, and you kind of drift off.
Yeah.
Or, like, PewDiePie. Though PewDiePie has changed a lot, and his content completely changed to memes, and I'm kind of, like, living for it.
Oh, I'm into it. I have a question. While we're in video game creator type personalities, was it you? Because I was talking to a couple of people about this, and I was like, who showed me this YouTuber? Was it you that showed me Video Game Donkey?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I
Case
love
closed.
Donkey.
Because,
Adam showed me Donkey, like, years ago.
yeah, Jordan, my stepbrother, and Michael and Jade and stuff were talking about it. And I was...
Go ahead.
Did you just die?
No, I have a I have a slight cough and
Oh.
congestion right now, so sorry if you hear me, like, snorting and coughing. But go ahead.
Sorry, but they were talking about it, and I was like, I know Video Game Donkey. Who showed me Video Game Donkey? And I was like, 10 out of 10, it has to be Abby.
Oh, yeah. Because Adam showed me Donkey, and I show you, like, everything.
You do, like...
I showed you, like, the current Game Grumps stuff of Dan Avidan and his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Avi.
Sugar in the coffee.
Ah! He turned lemonade back into lemons. Sugar is bad for you. It'd be cool to meet Dan's dad one day. You know, just like have him like, hey, Avi, hi, nice to meet you. Okay, bye. Bye.
Here's my question. What do you think? I feel like I maybe know your answer for this. Let's see if I'm wrong. What do you think is the greatest video game that was ever created?
Oh no, that's hard to say because
I feel like I know your answer to this, but
in my standards, I mean, like okay, when it comes to video games, I'm very laid back. I don't play FPS games. I don't play competitive games. I'm very laid back gamer. I like strategy. I like RPGs. I like a lot of story building, world building games. Open world games kind of like hit or miss depending. But for me, my favorite, best all time game, it's hard because it depends on my mood. But I have to say Earthbound.
Yes, okay, that's what I thought you were going to say.
I literally have a shrine up there dedicated to Earthbound.
I'm really excited that you said that because I would have been a bad friend if I was wrong.
Oh, thank you. Because I play Earthbound in my spare time. Like, if I'm bored, I'll just play through for a little while, and then I'll stop, and then I'll play through again. Because it's one of those games where you can pick up where you left off and remember what you did. It's really nice.
That's a rarity.
Because, like... And also, not to mention, they have guides everywhere online that help you figure out how to play, because it can get very difficult sometimes. You don't have to necessarily grind a ton. You can grind along the way to where you need to get from point A to point B, C, D. And not to mention, the story is really interesting because it's about growing up and the representation of mothers in the game series, because it comes from the series of Mother, like Mother 1, Mother 2 is Earthbound. Again, everyone probably already knows this. And then Mother 3, which is a really good one. That's where Lucas comes from. And I personally really like the Mother series a lot. I haven't played all of them all the way through, except for Mother 2 or Earthbound, because it's a really great game. It's awesome. It has a lot of replayability. It created a lot of mechanics that, unfortunately, didn't get a lot passed over. Like, there's a feature where, like, if you're strong enough to beat an enemy, you can just skip right through the fight, and it'll just be like, oh, you won the battle.
Is it?
There's creaking upstairs. We're filming in my room today because I didn't want to go anywhere. We usually film at Rachel's house.
So I haven't actually played that game. I think I've seen you play it a couple times. But is it a game where you get the same outcome different every time, or?
No, it's the same.
Okay.
No, it's not a different outcome. It's just a linear. It's a very linear story, but there's a lot of areas in the map that you have to go to.
Like, there's a lot of exploration and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I like the, like, open world or, like, open world kind of games. Like, that's why I always loved the Harvest Moon series, which is literally just about, it's a game where you farm.
Yeah. For Harvest Moon, I was introduced to that by my neighbor when I was like 10. It was a PS2 one. I don't remember which one. Friends of Mineral Town, maybe? I don't know.
PS2, I think, it's either Innocent Life or Save the Homeland.
It was probably Innocent Life.
Maybe.
Because you get, like, marriage and stuff, and I think that's something that really drew my attention.
Did you just say you get marriage?
Yeah, you can get marriage. Like, you can get married. Mirage.
You get marriage.
I have been like that.
So you get marriage in that game, which is very nice, especially when you can't get marriage in real life. You can get pixelated marriage.
Yeah, you can have a bunch of waifus.
And then you can have your little cows and your little chickens. And
I know. I love all the
Harvest
chicken
Moon
mechanics.
is amazing.
You know, I was actually interested in getting Rune Factory 4 because it has RPG and what is it? Farming life in it. You can do best of both worlds. And I tried what's the game that came out? Stardew Valley. I tried that game. I couldn't get really into it because it was just too vast for me. Because I'm very much
a weird one.
Because like I'm a little bit where I need a little bit of hand holding and practice before I get to the big thing. I'm iffy when it comes to tutorials. Like I need to have like a couple like rounds of practice to be able to kind of understand and comprehend how to do it, not just be thrown into something and be like, here, go do that. It's different for excuse me, like Dark Souls versus Stardew Valley, because Dark Souls you just go and you're like, okay, I gotta beat these enemies and I gotta get the flames of cinder and then I'm done. For Stardew Valley, like, yeah, I gotta plant stuff, but I don't know what to plant. I gotta start relationships, but I don't know who to start with. I gotta start mining, but I don't know how to build my stamina. Like, it's kind of like it's too vast for me personally. I can understand why people got really into it. For me, it's a little more difficult to comprehend.
Stardew Valley's interesting because it's kind of, to me, it's not as good as Harvest Moon just because it doesn't have quite the same charm. It's kind of, I don't know if I can say this. I don't mean this politically, but it's kind of liberal Harvest Moon.
No, I get you.
Or it's more, I guess it's more mature Harvest Moon because Harvest Moon has a lot of things that are implied and stuff like that, but it's still like an e-game and quote unquote, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas Stardew Valley, it's kind of, I don't know, I guess it's just the more mature Harvest Moon, but it's still, I don't think it has quite the same amount of like fleshed out characters and also it's straight up the creator probably played Harvest Moon and said, I'm going to make this with a different name.
Yeah, or like Rune Factory or Story of Life or whatever, because there's a bunch of different farming simulator-y type of games. And
Farmville.
Yeah. No one played Farmville, okay?
Everyone played Farmville.
I'm the everyone that didn't play Farmville. I hated Farmville.
There was like a little, what was it called? There was one where it was like a little Pioneer version of Farmville. What was that called? And you like go in your Pioneer and you like cut down the trees, stuff like that. That one was kind of fun.
Oh my god.
Back in the you play games on Facebook days.
Oh my god, I remember Webtoon. Remember like Webkins?
Yes.
And Neopets though was the best though. And Gaia Online.
Gaia Online. There was like Gaia Online was weirdly, I used it a lot, but it was like weirdly not fun.
Yeah, it was really fun like for the first like 5 minutes. And then the rest of the time you play, you're like, ugh, I need to get more money, I need to buy these outfits, I need to...
Club Penguin was legit. R.I.P. Club Penguin.
I actually really liked Club Penguin as a kid, but I would get banned a lot because I'd say, like, really offensive things. Like, I'd swear and say... And, you know, it's a different time. You were, like, when I was, like, preteen to early teen, we would say, like, really offensive stuff on there. And, yeah, so...
I was always trolling on Club Penguin. Did you play it too when it was funny because they would always have like the girlfriend contests?
Girlfriend contests? I don't remember.
I was talking to my friend about this the other day. There was this big time in Club Penguin where there would be like a guy penguin or whatever, and he'd be like, girlfriend contest at my igloo. And then like it'd be like 10 different penguins all at his igloo, and he'd ask random questions, and then whichever questions he liked best, I'd be his girlfriend, and then you'd go on a dumb little Club Penguin date.
Was this like actual like players in the game, or was it actual like prompt?
No. It was players in the game, and I know that I didn't make this up because I was talking to like 3 different friends about this the other day.
That's amazing. Because like you know, like you get like your like when you're playing like Gaia Online, there'd be people like, hey, you want to be my girlfriend? Hey, you want to be my boyfriend? Because like I used to, you know, you're a kid, you didn't know any better, so you'd be part of that. You're like, yeah, sure, I'll be your girlfriend, and then like 5 minutes later they don't talk to you. Like,
but
what
then
happened?
with Club Penguin,
It hardens your heart, dude.
What my friends and I would do, and this was so bad, but what my friends and I would do, and again, this is things where we didn't do it together, but when we talked to each other about it, we realized that we all did this. It wasn't just one of us. Is you would do the black penguin skin or whatever, and you'd put on like a hat, and you'd be like, girlfriend contest in my igloo, and then you'd pick the girlfriend, and then you'd be like, well, now you're alone, and then you'd be like, so I tell you something, and then you turn your penguin pink, and you're like, I'm a girl.
Oh my god.
And then they log out.
Oh my god. Or like for like 10 years they're trying to make that stupid iceberg to flip I don't know.
I was so mad when it flipped because I was not there for it.
I know.
Rockhopper himself would come and be like, we're gonna go tip the iceberg, and you would all go over and you would sit by your computer for 20 minutes just watching all these penguins dance.
Yeah, they're doing like these little drill bits.
They like tip the iceberg, tip the iceberg.
Oh my god. I loved Club Penguin because the mini games were super fun. The online community was fun. It had good parental controls. Like, I understand that parental controls as a kid is lame, but, like, it's really nice to have, like, those preset conversation bubbles because they're pretty useful.
They are, and then they would have the medieval festival every year. That was
that was
thebomb.com.
And then when you got your first, like, little, like, what are those little mini snowball pet things? What are they called?
Oh my gosh.
You know, they're colorful. Everyone knows what they are. When you got your first one, you're like, yes, I got all this money, I could get a pet now, and then you realize you have to feed it because you need more money.
Yeah.
So you have to play more mini games. I think the one that everyone played the most was the pizza one.
Yes.
The pizza making one, because you make the most money off that one.
But then they had, like, the gym, like, it was, like, the ninja game.
Oh, God, I never played that game. I think I was away. Or no, that came around when I was leaving Club Penguin. I could be wrong. I don't remember.
My brother, I kid you not, my brother was, like, probably 17, 18, and he would play it just for the stupid ninja game. And I'd be like, what are you doing with your life? But also, I'm for it.
I'm for it.
I'm kind of like, I miss Club Penguin.
I know what you mean. We need, like, a good online game again. Because, like, I loved Gaia because I was super into... Because growing up, I'm, like, super into anime. And, like, I love, like, anime, manga, and video games. So when I was, like, Gaia Online, I'm like, oh my god, anime online. Yes, please. I could dress as an animu chick.
I tried to do RuneScape, but I couldn't get into it.
No, I didn't know about RuneScape until, like, high school. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I tried. That just was a more difficult one to get into.
I only knew WoW because of my friends, and then my boyfriend because he plays WoW still.
Really?
Yeah. Like, WoW still has, like, millions of people that play.
Yeah, that's true. And
he has a lot of fun because they have new expansions all the time. Like, every couple of years they come out with new expansions, like new storylines, new quests, new skins, new species.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of new stuff for the new expansion right now.
Interesting. We've got to keep them going.
Miss the Pandaria, I don't like that one.
Gotta give new content.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear me, Nintendo? Can I have that Switch Animal Crossing now, please?
Yes, I think the reason that I have such a hard time getting into, like, farming games like Harvest Moon is because of Animal Crossing. Because I played that game first. I grew up playing that game.
Did you play New Leaf?
Of course, I played all of them.
So, it's interesting because Wild World, I spent hours and hours and hours and hours on. But if you try to play Wild World after playing New Leaf, you can't.
I know. I tried getting into New Leaf or Wild World again, actually, like a while ago.
Yeah.
After playing New Leaf, and I'm like, I can't get into it. It's not the same. The graphics are crappy.
I know. And it's like you don't have the mayor aspect or the making the town better aspect, so it's like you fish.
I know.
And
you know what's sad though? Like I don't get me wrong. The New Leaf, the mayor aspect of it was really fun. But I kind of want more explorative opportunities to be able to go out of the town, go do stuff, be able to make more money. You know, like if they actually incorporate like mining and RPG into Animal Crossing, that could be an optional thing. I think that'd be
give
fun.
Us more. If/when the Switch comes out with Animal Crossing, please, 5 minutes ago, give it to me.
Yes, because I
think it's good.
Honestly, the original Animal Crossing is the best, though. Because I played that game for years, and I can still play that game, because there's so much to do in that game. Even though there's not as much as the new ones, the abilities of, like, being able to cheat in it, no problem in it, too.
Oh, I had an action replay.
Oh, I did, too!
And you turn all the weeds into bells, and you can buy everything.
You can get to the island without using a game
cartridge.
Like,
everyone would get so salty at you if you didn't play for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I know, and you felt bad. But in, like, the new games, we're like, oh, it's okay. No, they actually get pissed at you in the old game. And that makes me
Did you use
And plus, the music was the best,
This is bad, but did you ever do the thing where you would, like, dig holes all around a villager so they were trapped?
Oh, of course I did.
Or you would, like, hit them with them.
Or no, you put a bunch of pitfall seeds around them, and they all fell in. They're like, what happened? And then they're, like, super pissed.
And then you, like, hit them with the net.
Oh, of course.
It's the ones you hate. Like, you know you have a village that you hate. And
oh,
you're
yeah.
like,
There's, like,
my town.
I never really got into... What kind of, like... some of the cats I didn't like. I loved when the rhinos all or like I loved the rhinos. I loved the hippos.
My
lots of different
friend
stuff.
and I hated Rocket Twilight Zone.
I know. Sorry, I'm gonna mute this real quick so I don't have to deal with that again.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Sorry, minor error. I'll probably cut that out real
It's
quick.
fine.
But yes, explain to me who Rocket was.
Rocket is like, I'll just show you a picture actually, so you can see, because I don't know if you'll know if I described it, because I'm not a good describer. But Rocket was like the actual worst.
You're actually Googling on your phone.
Yes.
Oh no! I remember Rocket. Rocket was
Right?
I never liked the ape characters because I'm like, they don't really add anything.
Rocket was terrible. Is that lipstick? That's lipstick.
He's like, okay. He's got like girly eyelashes.
Well,
too.
Rocket is a girl.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
I
honestly, you know me, I loved all the cute characters that came to town. Like I loved the ducks when they came to town.
like to.
Get off your phone. I loved the ducks. The ducks
liked
are my favorite.
the ducks. I liked the frogs usually.
Oh my god, yeah, and every time you talk to them,
Who was it? Was Biscuit the creepy one with like the empty eyes?
I'll have to look it up.
It was like a yellow dog.
A Biscuit. Oh yeah, I remember Biscuit. She was like super colorful on the ears and stuff like that.
I don't know, but there was like nothing in the eyes.
What the frick?
Right?
Biscuit.
That's
Busket.
nice.
Tobuscus. Speaking of Tobuscus, he came back and he's wreaking vengeance
Look
right now.
who's back again.
Good for him though. I'm glad that he's putting everything behind him and moving forward.
Yes,
Oh,
Biscuit.
I loved Biscuit.
Biscuit has no soul though.
Biscuit's so cute. Just because she has no pupils doesn't mean, or irises doesn't mean she's deadly. She's always so sweet.
Do you have like a deep-seated loathing for Tom Nook?
I did as a kid, but as I got older, I realized like he was just doing business.
I love Rossetti.
Rossetti's awesome.
Rossetti could be my BFF in real life.
I liked Tortimer because I love turtles.
Tortimer's amazing.
Tortimer.
So, if they come out with Animal Crossing Switch, will you buy yourself a Switch? Or will you just play it on Adams?
Probably on Adams because he does not want me to spend money right now because I've been ill and I've been spending money on medication. I think I spent like $150 just on medicine and appointments.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's been fantastic.
Better that than like fireworks. Do you know how much these people are spending on fireworks?
How much are they spending on fireworks, Rachel?
A lot! $100 on fireworks.
There's a specific duck named Joey that would come on Animal Crossing
Yes!
that I loved. I loved him
Yes!
so much. I was little. To clarify, I thought he was my boyfriend. Because he stayed so long. He was there from the beginning all the way through when I stopped playing the game. I loved Joey.
I liked sending people like letters and you'd be like, you're terrible, like move out of my town, and I sound like a terrible person, it's fine. And you'd be like, move out of my town, and you put like trash in the letter, and they come back and they would be like, oh, thank you so much for your letter, I loved it.
Or like there's like a meme going on right now where like Despacito 2 confirmed by Shrek or something.
What?
And then it's like a picture of Lord Farquaad's head,
Okay.
Markiplier's face photoshopped onto it with Mark Zuckerberg's body when he was like at trial or whatever, and then below it's like all like just like it's all like has a really heavy grainy filter on it, and the bottom just says letter E. It's the funniest meme I've ever seen because like it's not even the stupidest meme.
I was waiting for that Animal Crossing tie-in and it didn't happen. I think you just randomly thought of that.
There it is. There's the meme.
Wait, I don't get it.
That's the point. There's nothing to get. It's just E.
Right?
especially when they play it, that's just E.
That was very random,
E.
and I don't understand any of it.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I don't understand any. Shrek has corrupted modern society.
The princess corrupted our society.
Shrek has.
Oh. I love Shrek. E. So stupid. Oh my god. I'm like Aaron right now when he's like laughing so hard he's like coughing and passing out.
Except that you're actually ill.
And I'm trying not to kill you. But yes, back to video games. I mean, Shrek had some video games, man. They were not good.
Did you ever play the Hamtaro ones?
Of course,
Ham Heartbreak.
I beat that game so many times. I actually, I'm not kidding. Go ahead.
Was the bomb.com.
I'm not kidding. I go back and play it sometimes.
Wait, do you have it?
I don't have it, but I like play it on my computer.
So, can we make this legal thing a date, please?
Mm-hmm.
Ham Heartbreak was legitimately, like, so many times the video games that tie into TV shows and movies are just trash.
Mm-hmm.
Ham Heartbreak was legit.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Oh my gosh, and
Their games were fun. Like, it was just like, hey, collect all the hamsters from Hamtaro. Okay! And that was, like, everything.
It was so good. So good.
Although, the amount of running around you had to do in Ham Heartbreak in order to get, like, the game time going. Ugh.
But it was so good.
The Haunted Mansion one part in that game.
That used to stump me.
I know!
For days.
That stumped me for, like, months.
Because you literally have to just click on the wall. And it's happened to me more than once. Like, it had happened to me before in my life where I'd go back to replay the game, and I would forget, and I would be stumped again.
Mm-hmm.
And this was back when I went before the days where I realized you can go on the internet and just find out what to do.
I know, I'm like,
you actually have to figure it out yourself.
I
Oh
know.
my gosh.
Oh god, I used to play those games. I used to play the Powerpuff Game Boy Color games, too. I don't remember what they were about, but... And then they had a computer game, too, where you're stuck in, like, this nightmarish dream limbo weird thing, and you basically get to get out. Then, my dad played a bunch of weird games growing up. There was this game on Xbox, like the original Xbox, that was called Sneakers, and it's these mice that wear sneakers and, like, full outfits and, like, Hawaiian shirts, and they go and beat up rat cults. It was really funny.
What?
It was really funny.
Rat
like, no one
cults.
I know, and, like, they're, like, these rat gangs, and they'd, like, fight each other, and they'd snap their fingers, like in West Side Story, you know?
That's beautiful.
And it was really fun.
What?
It's a really fun game.
Rat cult.
It was troubling, though, because sometimes those rats really freaking sucked, because they were, like, hard.
The greatest game of all time,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
ever invented,
I'm waiting for it.
is Tulip.
Oh, my God!
I have
You've never beat the game Tulip, though.
I have this weird obsession with Tulip, though. Sometimes I just watch videos of Tulip. Sometimes I look at pictures of Tulip. Sometimes I question.
Worship. This is worship, not appreciation.
Sometimes I question my life and my entire existence. I just think of Tulip and the telephone poles saying that you have to pay your employees. Because Tulip is just this game. Tulip, most people probably don't know this game because they're not cultured. It's this game where you play this poor boy who moves into a house with his dad, and everyone's like, that freaking poor boy, we hate him because he's poor. And he has a crush on this girl, and for some reason this weird little onion sensei, it's not an onion, the lady's an onion, foot head thing, I don't even know, tells him...
This onion lady came over.
He's told that in order to win this girl's affections, he just has to kiss everyone.
What?
He just has to kiss literally everyone. It's like weird ninja, like 40-year-olds he has to kiss, and like
It's the weirdest.
non-human creatures, and he just has to kiss them. And
It's like a pedophile's dream.
and there's these random like subplots. Like there's this one random subplot where there's this rock that someone put in the train tracks for some inexplicable reason.
Right.
And they're like, it was probably that poor boy that put the rock there, because if you're poor, you obviously,
You know, like
put giant boulders in train tracks. And there's like this telephone pole that is like woebegone because he doesn't pay his employee. It's just the most bizarre game in the world, and it makes me question.
I don't know, man. Have you seen Katamari Damacy?
I don't. Which one? Is
Katamari Damacy. It's basically a game where you roll things into a giant ball.
Oh yeah.
That game is cool.
That game kind of freaks me out. Like gives me the
Or,
heebie-jeebies.
What was that game? It's a beat game. It's with a dog. I can't remember. Parappa the Rapper. That's a weird game too. It's a beat game, yeah, but like it's like weird. It's like a weird beat game.
What's the one where it's like the kids have to raise money for a library or something?
Woo! Is it like something that Brutal Moose talked about?
yes.
Oh my god, I remember like it's like raising money for the mayor or some BS. I don't know.
Was it him that did a video on this game? It was like The Town with No Name or something like that.
Oh, is it like a weirdly 2D?
And the guy like steps on a spider. And then he goes to a town.
Oh my god.
And it's kind of creepy.
You know what? Way back in the day, there's this game that came out. It had an anime with it too. This I'm loosely putting it as an anime because it does not look like it. And there's this YouTuber I used to watch all the time. I still like check him out every once in a while because like I don't really know where he went. But his name is Aaron, and he used to play a lot. He was like one of the pioneers of like video gameplay for YouTube, like forever ago, and that's what I consider it. And he played a game called Rocky Horror Picture Show, or no, I'm sorry, not Rocky Horror. Oh my god, what was this game called? I had it on the tip of my tongue.
I was like, oh, Rocky Horror.
No, not Rocky Horror Picture Show, but like it was I can't remember for the life of me, but I used to watch this guy play this game all the freaking time. Gregory Horror Show. That's what it was called.
Okay.
And it's basically these like blocky looking paper characters, and basically you lose your soul in this hotel. Like your soul wanders to this hotel, and this mouse named Gregory owns this hotel, and basically your goal is to get out of this hotel alive, and basically you have to steal, because every person that lives there owns like a small soul that levitates by them. And so basically the game is you sneaking around trying to take their souls and escape with enough souls so you can meet with death and then get out. It's really, really weird. But it was
interesting.
Such a cool game, and it's really rare. It's like, if you find one, it's like worth like $300.
Do you ever watch those YouTube videos where you're like, what is this game? Like, what is this game? Like, there's one where I was watching this guy play where it's like, I don't even remember what it was called, but you're like a caterer at this event or something like that, and the place just randomly gets flooded, and it's like something with like tragedy or hurricane or something, and this whole place is flooding, and you have to get out. I don't even remember what it's called. I wish I could, but it was just so weird, and it was like someone made this game. Do you remember when Slender Man was the craze? Did you ever play it?
Yeah, I played it with old friends. Like, I don't talk to them anymore, but we did, and I used to be scared of Slenderman. I literally thought Slenderman was a real thing because I was a naive little girl, and
I was scared of Slenderman. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't get scared at movies like ever. Movies don't scare me, but video games can scare me weirdly enough
because it's more immersive and you're putting yourself in that situation.
Yeah,
like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and
and I haven't played that many scary video games just because it's. But Slenderman scared me. I couldn't do it. Like, even you just have, like, the title screen up. Like, I watched people play it, and that was fine. But I couldn't.
But playing it yourself is a different story, because, like, Slenderman is, like, a game, like, there's still memes today about it. Like, you know what? My cousin, he was Slenderman, I think, 2 years ago.
Oh
for Halloween. 2 years ago. And that was really recent. It's 2018, dude. Oh, my brother's home. Anyway.
Did you see the kittens?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I want to talk to him about kittens.
What?
I want to talk to him about kittens.
Oh, my God. But we can talk about it later, but yeah, we're just, but yeah, like, back to video games. So, yeah, Slenderman was one of those games that was really popular. That was really fast, I'm sorry. Then PT, when that came out, for that Death Stranding game by Hideo Kojima, that PT game, that was really scary, because psychological thrillers are what I really like, personally, when it comes to scary stuff. Because, like, jump scares are so easy and stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like,
and jump scares you almost always see, like, you know in a jump scare is what to happen.
Yeah, even, like, when they fake you out, you're like, oh, it's going to come right here, and then it does, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's fun stuff.
You're like, oh, there's no music right now, and everything's, like, weirdly lit. There's going to be a jump scare.
There's going to be a jump scare. Oh, the light went out, and now that we hear trilly violins, oh, there's a jump scare probably coming in a second.
Yeah. But Slenderman was scary. Five Nights at Freddy's wasn't. I know we already mentioned that, but Five Nights at Freddy's was just stupid. It was just weird.
My sister was
Not
on that trend
stupid.
too.
I won't call it stupid, but and you can still find merch at like Hot Topic and stuff like that.
I know. Like, I don't understand. Like, this guy really like milked this for money. It's like, because I was reading this thing or like looking at the comparison between like selling out versus retiring your product and having more of a legendary name to it. It's like comparing Garfield to Calvin and Hobbes. You notice Garfield still has comics going today.
Yeah.
A bunch of merchandise, movies, even video games, which all suck. Versus Calvin and Hobbes, they just had They're comics, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, it loses the integrity as a piece of art because some things can go on for a long, long time, and they don't lose their integrity because that's what they're
Like
meant
Mario,
to be.
yeah.
But, like, Five Nights at Freddy's for the first game, I'll even give it, the second game.
Yeah.
2, it was something that he came up with. It was a piece of art. But as it kept going and going and going, it kind of lost that feeling of this is a piece of art, and this is a thing that's being made to sell and be commercialized. And there's a whole fine line, and you can have so many arguments and so many discussions about it, but, and I guess it's sometimes the difference between are you creating something because it means something to you or because you're trying to entertain someone, and sometimes it can be kind of both.
Right.
And I think the first Five Nights at Freddy's game was kind of both. He had this concept, and he was trying to entertain people. And it worked well, but I feel like it kind of lost its integrity over time.
Agreed, yeah, because, like, there are definitely games out there that definitely have stuck around too long. Like, I think Sonic the Hedgehog series. Don't get me wrong, there are some good games that came out in the recent, 6 years, but, nothing that can be compared to their older stuff.
Yeah.
It changed too much, became unrecognizable. What's nice about Mario, Zelda, and Kirby is because they stayed at their core of what they are. They didn't try to transform into something, relatable to the kids. Hey, I like chili dogs. And
What?
that's what Sonic is. He runs fast and eats chili dogs.
That's true. But yeah, it's something where, and sometimes you have to take it and you have to keep it current, which is why you sometimes see with the Pokemon games remakes of the original.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's, sure, catering for the original fans, but sometimes it's taking something and updating it.
Yeah.
Because you have the technology to, there's Majora's Mask for the 3DS. The technology had to update it and bring it to...
Yeah, they did. That's a good remaster. Comparing, there's necessary remasters, somewhat necessary, and then there's unnecessary remasters. Things that I think that didn't necessarily have to be remastered, but, I'm still fine with and I still played with anyway. Or, Dark Souls, when it got remastered.
Yeah.
My boyfriend got that, and he's really enjoying it right now. The Zelda games, those got remastered. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, those got replayed, and remade, and I replayed them on my 3DS.
Yeah.
I need a new one so bad, it's slowing down. And they're both really good. And then unnecessary remasters. There's some that could be really unnecessary.
Mario 64 for the DS.
Oh yeah, that was so unnecessary. Well, yeah, we'll cut that out. But we were talking about Mario. Yes, we were talking about kittens.
It's very
with my
important.
brother. He came down, but we were talking about the Mario 64 remake.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was so unnecessary.
I still played it.
Still unnecessary.
They had that little Luigi mini game. That was kind of fun.
With the card flip game.
No, there's some sort of light something. I don't even know. But yeah, it was a good time.
Oh yes. But what are some of your favorite games from when you were a kid, though? Your top 5 games.
Obviously,
for nostalgia reasons.
Obviously, Harvest Moon.
Okay.
All Day, Every Day. Zelda. I had one of the Game Boy ones. I don't even know which one it was.
Was it Oracle Seasons? Oracle Ages. There's also Link's Awakening.
I don't think it was one of those. I'd have to think. I'd have to look it up. But I know I had
Minish
one
Cap.
of the Game Boy ones.
There's Minish Cap. There's Four Swords, and I know they remade Link to the Past too. I've played all those games. So.
Yeah, I know. I remember not what the game was called, but I remember parts of it vividly. I should try and find it. But there was one of those I played. Pokemon Sapphire specifically.
I played Ruby, my dude. I loved Ruby. Oh my god. Groudon. Best Pokemon.
So fun. And it's you remember those little moments or things you would try to do in the games.
Yeah, I have specific memories of going to my grandma's house because she lives right down the street from me. I'd be over there when Mom was at school and we had days off of school, and we'd just sit over there and play while we were waiting for her to come home. We'd just sit there and be playing and trading, and there were moments we were trying to catch Rayquaza, and we were sitting there for a good 20 minutes starting the file over because good Pokemon traders saves right before battles, so they can just be right back into it.
Right.
So,
good memories from Pokemon. Obviously, did you have a Nintendo 64?
Oh yeah, I still have a Nintendo 64 in my drawer.
Oh my gosh, we had obviously Mario Kart and Mario 64. So Mario Sunshine, that's a good memory.
Oh yeah, Mario Sunshine is a really good one. Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah. Paperboy. I had Paperboy.
I never played Paperboy. Although I gotta say, even though N64 is my favorite console,
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo GameCube is incredibly nostalgic.
Oh
for
my
me.
gosh, yeah.
Because I played Mario Sunshine, I played Luigi's Mansion, I played some Metroid Prime, played Animal Crossing, I played Smash Bros. Melee, I played
Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. Everything comes back to Harvest Moon with me.
And then I played, because they did remakes for GameCube ports for, what was it? A bunch of different Zelda games, like on one disc, and then, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, and Hero Mode and stuff. Then I also played, like, just a bunch of different games. I played Mario Party, I played a bunch of games, dude. Crazy Taxi. I mean, like, I played a bunch of different games growing up from on that stupid cube.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of multiplayer games, like with my brother. Holy crap.
So fun.
Oh, I know. I love it. It's so much fun.
Animal Crossing has so many memories.
I can go on and on about Animal Crossing forever. I really miss the fun youthfulness of Animal Crossing when it first started. Because, like, Animal Crossing was originally supposed to be for N64, but they moved it to the newer console for the US. And I loved the music from that game. I still listen to it to this day because, like, it's just so nostalgic for me.
They had, like, the fishing tourneys.
Yeah, they still have fishing tourneys, but it's a lot different. Yeah. And, like, what else? Like, you couldn't really travel outside the town, really, unless you wanted to go to, your friend's neighborhood, or, like, I don't remember how you could leave.
And you would get, like, the town fruit and...
Or, like, the only way you can go to each other's towns is by putting their memory card into your cartridge.
Yeah.
So that way you can hop onto it through the cartridge. I was like, oh my god, that was a nightmare, especially because, like, we only had so many, like, kid neighbors growing up. So our neighbors across the street, they were totally rich. They had everything. Of course, they had Animal Crossing, so they would play Animal Crossing with us, and they'd share their games with us and stuff like that. So,
Did you ever do plug and plays?
I did a couple. I did, like, the Namco ones.
Did you ever do, there was this game where it was, like, Dream Life Superstar and stuff like that? Oh my gosh, so good. You would, like, be a girl and you could, like, become famous. And
God.
That was a good time.
Holy moly. Like, I didn't really like plug and play games that much. The only ones I really liked are, like, the Namco ones. Like, the ones where you can play Galaga on it.
Okay.
Because Galaga and Dig Dug were, like, my jams growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I loved those games because I wasn't amazing at them, but they were really fun.
They were fun.
Like, I loved Galaga, especially. No one liked Snake. Snake was stupid. That's one of the stupidest games. Okay, Pong is different.
Did you ever get, like, you would get in, like, the Happy Meals, stuff like that, little toys where they were, like, little handhelds and they were, like, basketball or soccer or whatever?
Yeah!
Those were fun.
You know what, actually, a long time ago, I used to have, because, I like the prequels for Star Wars, and I had the little, like, whatever pod fighter that, not the one that he races in, but the one that fights in Anakin, when later, that yellow one. It literally was, like, a replica of it, and it's, like, a handheld. And it had buttons on the side and a screen in the middle. I don't remember what it was, but it was like it was like you dash from side to side, like trying to avoid obstacles and like blow things up, and it was you can collect coins for some reason. But it was really fun. I remember playing that one a lot, and I used to go with my neighbors' houses all the time, and we'd play like video games, and watch movies, but video games was a huge thing for us from when we were kids. Like, we didn't have the thing is, like, we played with, like, Xbox and Nintendo consoles, but we never played with PS consoles, like, PlayStation consoles. I didn't really either. Yeah, like, I didn't get into them until I was, like,
I was
almost
a big
an
Nintendo
adult.
person.
And plus, Sony consoles are expensive. Like, stupid expensive. Like, Adam...
And they're not as sturdy.
Yeah. Except the PS4 is really nice, though.
Okay, is that?
Because Adam has a PS4, and it's so nice.
Yeah.
Like, because I noticed that Xbox is going towards the entertainment aspect of a console versus Sony want to be more about the video game aspects of the console. Yeah, you can have like movies and stuff, but that's more of like a Microsoft thing. Yeah. And they also focus more on sports games, while Sony focuses on like RPGs and like Kingdom Hearts and like, but
good stuff.
Yeah, like I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
I've been waiting for, like, 15 years. I'm like, I'm ready. Let's go. Because my boyfriend and I played them over again. I hated the first Kingdom Hearts game. I hated that Ursula fight so much.
Oh my gosh.
No!
I had the little manga, the little Kingdom Hearts manga.
I have it right here.
So good.
I have it all the way up to, like, book 2 of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
So I have it through the first game, then I have it through A Chain of Memories, and then I have Kingdom Hearts 2. I still want to get the ones for the side stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the game called? Like, 358 over 12 days or something like that.
Something like that. I
Like
don't
some
know.
obscure number. And, like, I know they had manga for that one to explain the backstory for Roxas, or Rock, as we called him.
But yeah, that's a good one.
That's a big one, because I love the story. Even though
Yeah.
they're making him look more like Final Fantasy characters than, like, Disney characters now, which I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that.
But yeah, it's growing,
It's
I
still
guess.
Disney, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I keep yawning. But, I mean, like, are there... Okay, at least name one game you strongly dislike that you, like, never play again.
I have to think about that. Do you have one off the top of your head?
I'm trying to think of one right now. I mean, it depends. I mean, like, there's some games that I want to throw down and never play again, and then there are games
There's some
like,
games
I'm
that you
annoyed
used to like that you pick up and you're like, what the heck?
Probably, like, Hamtaro, Ham Heartbreak. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anything Madden.
Yeah, I don't like the sports ones.
No. I mean, like, FIFA's cool. My brother told me that FIFA is really fun and stuff like that. I've watched him play, and
yeah,
it's really fun to watch because you actually learn how to play versus, like, I tried getting into Madden as a kid. I'm like, no, this doesn't make any sense to me. This is, like, all foreign language. Like, I don't know what this is.
Right.
So,
yeah.
but, yeah. Well, anything else you want to talk about for video games?
I don't think so. We could probably wrap up.
Yeah, I think it's good to wrap up. I probably got to cut a little bit of audio out of this.
We have nice little intermissions.
Yeah, we had a little intermission for a minute, and my brother came down to say hi, because he's here for a little bit.
Yeah, talk about kittens. I'm sorry, my mind's on kittens a lot right now.
I know, kittens are like your main priority. You're in main mom mode right now, so it's really fine. We'll just keep this one a little shorter this time.
But, yeah. We'll be back next week with something fun.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into our podcast. Don't dump your tea down the sink.
Please don't dump your tea down the sink.
Finish it, please, even if it gets cold.
Drink it all. You can put it in the microwave.
Don't burn your arms like my mom did.
Yeah, don't do that, though.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you guys. You have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.